Could you people please shut up? Could you keep that darn dog? Stop him from barking already. Okay? I'm recording a video about how we should be nice and patient with each other. Okay? Can you just be quiet for a while? Thank you. Hi, this is Dr. Mark Goulston. I'm here to help you deal with staying at home. You get the staying at home irritability situation going on, or worse, people on edge. I can relate to that. In fact, I'm a little bit on edge. So this may be a little bit rambling, but what I'm going to do is in real time, I'm going to show you how I talk myself down from being on edge. And you can use this for yourself if you're an adult or you're a parent or a teenager. And then you can use it to calm down the people you love, because we're all on edge. And all this stay-at-home stuff, we love our family, but just not too much of them too often. So here's the deal, and I call it Dead Mentor plus 8 words plus what made you smile today. Very weird, isn't it? But it's going to talk me down. Why do I refer to it as Dead Mentor? Well, I've had 7 mentors. They've all died. They believed in me when I didn't. They were great, and I miss them, and I'm grateful to them. And sometimes when I'm in a bit of a snit, I call upon any of them to kind of talk me down. And my last mentor who passed away is a fellow named Warren Bennis, and he was one of the top thought leaders in leadership. If you look up Warren Bennis, you'll see that he was just amazing. And he died several years ago. And I think about him often because I think about leadership very often. Now, what are the 8 words? The 8 words, and I'll say them twice. Anxious, depressed, afraid, angry, ashamed, alone, lonely, tired. I'll say them again. Anxious, depressed, afraid, angry, ashamed, alone, lonely, tired. So what I do is I imagine one of those mentors, and if you're listening to this, imagine someone who cares about you, living or dead, who believes in you, who's been there for you and with you through tough times and believes you'll get through this time because you've gotten through all the other ones. And I'm imagining, you'll see, I'm imagining Warren saying to me humorously, "What'd you wake me up for?" I say, Warren, we're in a global crisis. Everybody's uptight. Everybody's staying at home. We're getting on each other's nerves. And I imagine Warren saying to me, okay, Mark, we'll get through this. And he says, Mark, I got 8 words for you, and I want you to pick out the one that you're feeling most. Okay, I'm listening, Warren. And Warren says to me, here they go, Mark. Anxious, depressed, afraid, angry, ashamed, alone, lonely, tired. And I say, Warren, I'm afraid. I'm anxious. And I imagine Warren saying to me, what are you afraid of? What are you anxious about? Well, Warren, you kind of left me as this kind of go-to person that people look up to be strong, look up to tell them how we're going to get through this. And I don't know how we're going to get through this. It's really a mess, Warren. I imagine Warren saying to me, Mark, have you been through messes before? And I would smile, Warren, you know all the messes I've been through. And I imagine him saying, pick one that you didn't think you'd get through. And some of you may or may not know I dropped out of medical school twice, probably for untreated depression, which is coming back. And someone stood up for me there and believed in me like Warren and went to bat for me like Warren. I imagine Warren saying to me, "You did it then, Mark, and you've done it many times since then." And just because you don't think you're going to get through it doesn't mean you won't get through it, because you've gotten through it so many times. And I imagine just feeling less alone. I imagine just feeling grateful to him. And if any of you follow me, you know that before this coronavirus thing started, I was beginning a movement called "What Made You Smile Today?" I guess we're not in the mood for that, but I did a TEDx talk called "What Made You Smile Today?" You can find it. TEDx talk, "What Made You Smile Today?" Goulston. It's what I'm imagining Warren saying to me. "What made you smile today, Mark?" And what I'm feeling is how grateful I am to him, how much I miss him, how much I feel blessed that he was in my life. As I'm feeling all of those things, grateful to him, missing him, blessed, I gotta tell you, I don't know if I sound differently, but I feel a lot better. So this is something that you can do with yourself, for yourself, with a living or dead person who believed in you, who seen you get through many of these times and know you're going to get through this one. And then this is something you can do with your children. And they may be fussy and they may be irritable, but what you say to them is, "I want to run something by you." And they may be snappy. And you say 8 words. And they may be disrespectful, but that's because they're scared. And you run the 8 words by them and say, "When you feel at your worst in the last day, which of those words did you feel?" Then you have that child just tell you what that's all about. Then you ask your child, "Gee, when you felt that way, what did it make you want to do?" Then have your child tell you what that is. And then when your child finishes, say, "How would that work if that's what you want to do?" There's a good chance that your child's going to say, "Probably not that well." And then you say to your child, "Look at me, look into my eyes. We're going to get through this because we've been through things before. Remember that time last year or the year before? We got through that. And we're going to get through this just like we got through that. I love you. And I know you're being nasty because you're afraid. We all are. And if you can do that with yourself first, and then with your children, they're going to calm down. And then when you smile at them, you could say to them, "Honey, what made you smile today?" If you're real lucky, those children are going to say, "You, Dad. You, Mom. I love you." So give that a try and tell us how it works for you. And all of you made me smile. And so did Warren. Warren, go back to sleep. Rest in peace. Take care now.